going to talk about a couple of things today. The first one's failure, because it's very important to enjoy your failures, revel in them, and learn from them most of all, because if you're scared of failing, you won't do anything. If you fail and lose heart over it, you're not really an artist. You're, a hopeful. You need to try things out, and you need to fail, and you need to fail fast. The other thing I wanted to mention, just quickly, is about selling. It's a horrible word, but you have to do it. And the way to do it is not necessarily to ask, how do I sell my stuff? It's, what does my stuff help sell? Let me give you an example. When I was a full-time professional musician, we were faced with an opportunity and unclear about how to go about it. And the opportunity turned out to be regional radio networks looking for music for advertising. What we found out was there's a massive sales force out there selling advertising. So the question became, how do we insert our music into this sales process so that we have a sales force out there selling our music? So what we did was license each piece only for the radio area in which it happened. So we could use the same piece of music across 5 or 6 different areas. And what we used to do was give it to the radio people who were going out to clients and selling radio airtime, because that was their job, that's how they made their money. And we would give them a free jingle for each client they were going to propose. They would give us a brief, we would quickly knock up a jingle from a stock of tapes that we had, stock of beds, and they'd go and try that out on the client. If the client liked it, we made money, and then we also gave the salesman a percentage of the cut. It was all very upfront, there was nothing underhanded about it, but what we did was allow our material to be able to be used to sell the thing that they wanted to sell, which was advertising time, because the commercial media model is that media companies build an audience and then sell it to advertisers. So if you can get in the middle of that somewhere, you're off to the races. So when I talk about selling, I'm not thinking about how to run a campaign for your stuff, although you might want to do that as well. I'm thinking about how do you find an existing sales force and insert your product into that to increase your revenue turnover.